Hello everyone and welcome back to another English lesson with me. I am Jasmine from Roger's Language and today we are looking at 100 intermediate collocations that by learning them you'll know more than half of English. But before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button as we make new videos all the time. Now let's get started. A quick note everyone, just because I know we've got many Persian subscribers, I have also provided a Persian explanation at the end of each collocation. So in case you're not Persian and you don't want to hear them, you can simply skip to the next collocation. So, first things first, what are collocations? Collocations are combinations of words that are often used together. We use them to understand conversations better and communicate more easily. They can include verbs, nouns, adverbs, and adjectives, like take a shower. But you also have to have this in mind that some words can come together, like take a shower. Take is a verb and shower is a noun, but some words do not come with each other. Like we don't say do a shower, we say take a shower. So take a shower is the right collocation. So it's important to know and learn which words can combine with each other. Let's start with have. Have a feeling. Have a feeling. It means to think or believe something, usually based on a guess or your emotions. So it means to sense something is true. For example, I have a feeling that something good is going to happen today. Or I have a bad feeling about this. I think we shouldn't do this. So it means I think it's true. I trust my feeling. I believe, for example, something good is going to happen. Or I have a bad feeling about this. It means I think something bad is going to happen. Have a feeling یعنی احساس کردن یا احساس اینو داشتن که مثلا I have a feeling that something good is going to happen today. من احساس میکنم که امروز یه اتفاق خوبی میفته. یا مثلا وقتی میگیم I have a bad feeling about this یعنی من احساس بدی راجع به این موضوع دارم. فکر میکنم یا مثلا باور دارم که اتفاق خوبی قرار نیست بیفته. Have a dream. Have a dream. This collocation has two meanings. The first meaning is to experience a series of images, thoughts, or emotions while you're sleeping. For example, last night I had a dream about my favorite actor. What a dream it was. It means I dreamt about my favorite actor. The second meaning is to have goals or aspirations for the future. So, for example, I have a dream of becoming a famous author or writer when I become old. In that case, it means I have this goal of becoming a famous actor, a famous writer. Have a dream یعنی خواب دیدن یا رویا داشتن. پس در دو معنیه. برای مثال در معنای اول Last night, شب گذشته I had a dream about my favorite actor. من راجع به بازیگر مورد علاقم یه خواب دیدم. What a dream it was. عجب خوابی بود. در معنی دوم، در معنای اینکه بگیم مثلا من یه رویایی رو در سر میپرورونم، یه رویایی رو دارم. برای مثال، حالا مثالش رو اینجا ننوشتم اما فکر میکنم مثال این بود. I have a dream of becoming a famous writer. من رویامه که یه نویسنده بشم، یه نویسنده معروف بشم. پس have a dream بنا به این که در چه موقعیتی داریم استفاده میکنیم، میتونه یا به معنی خواب دیدن باشه که معادل فعل dream about یا dreamt در حالت گذشته، یا به معنای داشتن یک رویا یا یک هدف میتونه باشه. Have an idea. Have an idea. This collocation has several meanings. One could be to think of a process, a thought, or a concept, something like that. Just like you see in the example, Emily suddenly had an idea for a new novel and started writing it immediately. So there was a spark in Emily's head, so she started writing. She wanted to write a new novel. There is another meaning for have an idea, and that is to know and to somehow be sure of something. For example, there might be a crime case somewhere, and you say, I have an idea who's behind this. You know, I think I know who's behind this. I have an idea about this. So that means I am kind of aware of that. I know who might be behind that, and I'm somehow sure of it. But you also know that have an idea, if we say I don't have an idea or I had no idea, it means I didn't know. Have an idea یعنی ایده داشتن، دونستن یا نسبت به یه چیزی مطمئن بودن. بنا به این که توی چه متنی به کار برده میشه یا توی چه موقعیتی داریم ازش استفاده میکنیم، میتونه معنایهای مختلفی بده بچه‌ها. مثلا توی این مثالی که اینجا اومده، Emily suddenly had an idea for a new novel and started writing it immediately. توی این مثال به معنی ایده داشتنه. امیلی یه دفعه یه ایده‌ای به ذهنش رسید برای یه کتاب جدید، یه رمان جدید و شروع کرد خیلی سریع نوشتش. گاهی اوقات have an idea به معنی اینه که نسبت به یه چیزی آگاهیم یا تقریباً مطمئنیم که مثلا پشت یه چیزی چه اتفاقی داره میفته. باز اونجا هم میتونیم بگیم به معنی همون ایده داشتن هست یه جورایی. مثلا اگه یه کیس جرمی پیش اومده باشه یا حالا هرچی که خودتون فکرشو بکنید، فرض کنید یه نفر پشت این قضیه هست و ما از این موضوع آگاهیم. بعد حالا یه جورایی مطمئن نیستیم ولی تقریبا فکر میکنیم که درسته. مثلا اینجا میتونیم بگیم I think I have an idea who's behind this. من فکر میکنم که میدونم کی پشت این قضیه هست. پس بازم به معنی ایده داشتن هست. گاهی اوقات هم که کلاً به صورت I have no idea یا مثلا I had no idea استفاده میکنیم have no idea که اینجا به معنای ندونستنه، بیخبر یا بی اطلاع بودن. پس have an idea ایده داشتن، have no idea یعنی ندونستن، ایده نداشتن یا بیخبر و بی اطلاع بودن. Have a seat. Have a seat. We usually say this to someone when we want to politely offer someone a place to sit down. For example, please have a seat, the receptionist said as she gestured towards the chairs in the waiting room, in the waiting area. So we usually say it to someone, to have a seat, please. Have a seat. یه جور مؤدبانه به کسی تعارف کردن برای نشستنه. یعنی بفرمایید بشینید. برای مثال Please have a seat. بفرمایید بشینید لطفاً. The receptionist said as she gestured towards the chairs in the waiting area. مسئول پذیرش در حالی که به سمت صندلی‌های محل انتظار اشاره می‌کرد به ما گفت که بفرمایید بشینید. Have a conversation. Have a conversation. It just means to talk with someone. For example, we had a long conversation about our future plans during the dinner last night. As you can see, we can also add an adjective like long. We had a long conversation. Or we could say we had a meaningful conversation or enjoyable conversation, whatever you like. So, have a conversation means to talk with someone. Have a conversation یعنی با کسی حرف زدن، گپ و گفت کردن یا آره دیگه گپ زدن. مثلا We had a long conversation about our future plans during the dinner last night. ما شب گذشته موقع شام یه گپ و گفت طولانی راجع به اهداف آیندمون داشتیم. همونطور هم که میبینید میتونیم برای conversation یه صفت اضافه کنیم. مثلا long conversation یه گپ و گفت طولانی یا meaningful conversation یه گپ و گفت معنادار یا enjoyable conversation یه گپ و گفت لذت بخش دوست داشتنی. پس بنا به صفتی که دوست داشته باشید که فکر میکنید اون گپ و گفت توصیف میکنه میتونید اینجا اضافه کنید. Have a word with. Have a word with. It means to talk briefly to someone about a specific topic or issue. So, when you want to have a word with someone, you just want to talk to them about a specific topic in a very short amount of time. For example, I need to have a word with my boss about my upcoming project. Have a word with یعنی با کسی صحبت کردن اما برای یه مدت کوتاه. مثلا راجع به یه موضوع خاصی میخوایم صحبت کنیم. برای مثال I need to have a word with my boss about my upcoming project. من میخوام یه گفتگوی کوتاه با رئیسم داشته باشم راجع به پروژه آتی. پس have a word with یه گفتگوی کوتاه داشتن با کسی. Have an impact. Have an impact. It means to create an effect or influence on something. Have this in mind that we usually say have an impact on. Have an impact on. So you usually have an influence on something. You create an effect on something. For example, recycling paper can have a positive impact on the environment. As you can see here, we can also add an adjective like a positive impact on, or we could also say a negative impact on. Have an impact on یعنی تاثیر داشتن روی یا تاثیر گذاشتن روی یه چیزی. عموماً با حرف اضافه آن میاد. اینو حتما حواستون باشه بچه‌ها، چون با حرف اضافه این یا حالا مثلا حرفای دیگه نمیاد. آن، این آن خیلی مهمه. و اینکه میتونیم با صفات مختلف هم بیاریم. مثلا همینطور که توی مثال حالا میخونم positive impact یا negative impact به معنای تاثیر منفی. حالا توی این مثال recycling paper can have a positive impact on the environment. بازیافت کاغذ میتونه که تاثیر مثبتی روی محیط زیست بذاره. Have a blast. Have a blast. It means to have a lot of fun and to enjoy yourself very much, to have a good time. For example, we had a blast at Disneyland. Now I've got a question. When was the last time you had a blast? Write for me in the comments. Have a blast یعنی اوقات بسیار خوبی رو سپری کردن یا خوش گذروندن، خوش گذشتن. برای مثال We had a blast at Disneyland. ما توی دیزنیلند خیلی بهمون خوش گذشت یا اوقات بسیار خوبی رو گذروندیم. Have second thoughts. Have second thoughts. It means to have doubts or reconsider a decision when you are not sure about something. So you need to take your time again and think about it once more. So you have second thoughts about that thing. For example, after seeing the high prices, I had second thoughts about buying the expensive car. It means now I had doubts, so I had to think about buying that car again. Have second thoughts یعنی دودل شدن یا مردد شدن. همونطور که توی مثال میبینید After seeing the high prices بعد از دیدن قیمت‌های بالا I had second thoughts about buying the expensive car. من نسبت به خرید اون ماشین گرون دودل شدم، مردد شدم یا اینکه دوباره باید میرفتم فکر میکردم. پس کاملا معناش روی خود این کالوکیشن هست. Have a haircut. To get one's hair cut or styled. این کالوکیشن به معنی مو کوتاه کردن یا استایل دادن به مو هست. اما وقتی میسپرید کس دیگه این کار براتون انجام بده. He decided to have a haircut before the wedding. او تصمیم گرفت که قبل از عروسی موهاشو کوتاه کنه یا استایل بده. Have sympathy. To feel compassion or understanding for someone's difficult situation. به معنای ترحم و دلسوزی داشتن یا دلسوزی کردن. I have sympathy for her loss. Losing a pet can be incredibly painful. من برای از دست رفته‌اش دلم میسوزه. از دست دادن یک حیوان خونگی میتونه خیلی سخت باشه یا دردناک. Do is also a very common and basic verb that we've got lots of collocations with, but we'll only look at some of them in this video. Do research. Do research. It means to investigate and gather information about a particular topic. So, the activity of finding information about something that you're interested in or need to know about. For example, before starting the project, we need to do research to gather some information. Do research یعنی تحقیق کردن، جستجو کردن یا همون انجام تحقیقات. برای مثال Before starting the project, قبل از شروع پروژه, we need to do research to gather some information. ما نیاز داره که یه سری تحقیقات انجام بدیم برای اینکه یه سری اطلاعات به دست بیاریم یا جمع کنیم. Do business. To engage in commercial, financial or professional activities. کاسبی کردن، معامله کردن یا تجارت انجام دادن. Our company does business with clients from all over the world. کمپانی یا شرکت ما با مشتری‌ها از تمام دنیا تجارت انجام میده. Do someone a favor. It means to do something helpful or nice for someone, but you don't have to. So you only do it to help them. Can you do me a favor and water my plants while I'm away? Do someone a favor یعنی به کسی لطف کردن. وقتی شما مجبور نیستید کاری برای کسی انجام بدید، اما در حقشون یه لطفی میکنید و یه کاری انجام میدید. الان همین مثال یعنی این که میشه به من یه لطفی بکنی و وقتی که نیستم به گلم آب بدی. Do your best to make the greatest possible effort. For example, although the task was difficult, he did his best to complete it on time. Do your best یعنی نهایت تلاش خود رو کردن، نهایت سعی و تمام تلاشی که یکی میتونه برای یک کاری انجام بده. Although the task was difficult, با اینکه اون کار سخت بود, he did his best to complete it on time. او نهایت سعی خودش رو کرد تا به موقع انجامش بده و تکمیلش کنه. Now let's learn some collocations with the useful verb make. Make a phone call. Make a phone call. It means to dial a phone number and speak to someone on the phone. For example, I need to make a phone call to confirm our dinner plans. Make a phone call یعنی تلفن زدن، تماس گرفتن. برای مثال, I need to make a phone call to confirm our dinner plans. من باید یه تماس بگیرم تا برنامه شاممون رو تایید کنم. Make a suggestion. Make a suggestion. It means to offer an idea or proposal for consideration. For example, during the meeting, she made a suggestion to improve the project's efficiency. Make a suggestion یعنی پیشنهاد دادن، یه پیشنهادی رو مطرح کردن. During the meeting, she made a suggestion to improve the project's efficiency. در حین قرار ملاقات او یک پیشنهادی مطرح کرد برای بهتر کردن یا بهبود بهره‌وری پروژه. So, make a suggestion is also the same as to suggest. Make a decision. Make a decision. It means to decide or to choose one option from several possibilities after careful consideration. For example, after much thought, she made a decision to study abroad. Make a decision یعنی تصمیم گرفتن که با همون فعل decide یکیه. برای مثال, after much thought, بعد از فکر زیاد, she made a decision to study abroad. او تصمیم گرفت تا خارج از کشور درس بخونه. Make an impression. Make an impression. This one's a beautiful one. We could also say make a good impression or make a strong impression. It actually means to influence or affect someone, to leave a lasting effect on someone's thoughts or feelings. For example, his confidence and knowledge made a strong impression during the job interview. Make an impression or make a good impression یعنی تاثیر خوبی گذاشتن، به خصوص روی نظر یه نفر دیگه روی خودمون، روی یه شخصی. برای مثال, his confidence and knowledge راحتی یا در واقع اعتماد به نفس و دانش او made a strong impression during the job interview. تأثیر بسیار قوی گذاشت در حین مصاحبه شغلی. پس او در واقع با این کار باعث شد که دید بهتری اونا نسبت بهش داشته باشن. پس make an impression یعنی یه تأثیری گذاشتن. Make an appointment. Make an appointment. It means to schedule a specific time to meet someone or visit a professional, like a doctor, or someone of a high position in a company or a business. For example, I need to make an appointment with the doctor for my annual checkup. Make an appointment یعنی وقت ملاقات گرفتن یا قرار ملاقات گذاشتن. برای مثال, I need to make an appointment with the doctor for my annual checkup. من نیاز دارم که یه قرار ملاقات با دکتر تعیین کنم برای چکاپ سالیانم. Make a reservation. Make a reservation. It means to arrange and confirm a seat room or table in advance. For example, they made a reservation at the restaurant for their anniversary dinner. Make a reservation یعنی رزرو کردن. برای مثال They made a reservation at the restaurant for their anniversary dinner. آنها توی رستوران رزرو کردن یه جایی رو برای شام سالگردشون. Make an excuse. Make an excuse. It means to provide a reason, often false, to justify one's actions or behavior. For example, instead of making excuses, he admitted his mistake and apologized. Make an excuse یعنی بهونه آوردن، دلیل تراشی کردن. برای مثال Instead of making excuses, he admitted his mistake and apologized. به جای بهونه آوردن، او به اشتباهش اعتراف کرد و عذرخواهی کرد. Make arrangements. Make arrangements. It means to plan or organize things in advance, usually to prepare for an event, a meeting, or a trip, or any specific situation. For example, she made arrangements for the conference, booking the venue and inviting speakers. Make arrangements یعنی تدارک دیدن یا ترتیب یه برنامه رو دادن. برای مثال She made arrangements for the conference. او برای کنفرانس تدارک دید. Booking the venue یعنی محل برگزاری رو رزرو کرد. And inviting speakers و از سخنرانان دعوت کرد که حضور پیدا کنن. پس make arrangements یعنی تدارک چیدن یا تدارک دیدن. Make sense. Make sense. When something is logical and understandable, it makes sense. For example, his explanation didn't make sense, meaning it was not understandable or it was not logical. It was confusing and unclear. Make sense یعنی منطقی بودن یا معنی دادن. برای مثال His explanation didn't make sense. توضیحات اون اصلا معلوم نبود، منطقی نبود یا اصلا مفهوم و معنا نمیداد. It was confusing and unclear. گیج کننده و ناواضح بود. پس make sense یعنی معنی دادن، منطقی بودن یا مفهوم داشتن. Make up one's mind. Make up one's mind. Well, makeup is not that makeup you might think using cosmetics. It means to decide. In this context and situation, it means to decide. So when someone make up their mind, they actually decide to do something. When we say make up your mind, it's a way of urging someone to reach a conclusion or make a choice about a particular thing or a situation. For example, please make up your mind. It means please hurry up and decide. And buy one of the shirts. I'm starving. Or we can also say she made up her mind. One's means yours or hers or his. Make up your mind, make up his mind. He made up his mind, for example. Or she made up her mind and bought one of the shirts. Make up one's mind یعنی تصمیم گرفتن. همونطور که توی این مثالم میبینید گاهی اوقات وقتی به یکی میگیم make up your mind وقتی استفاده میکنیم داریم یکی رو ترغیب میکنیم که سریعتر یه تصمیم بگیره. پس please make up your mind and buy one of the shirts یعنی لطفاً سریعتر تصمیمتو بگیر و یکی از پیراهن‌ها رو بخر. I'm starving. من دارم از گشنگی میمیرم. Make a difference. It means to have a significant impact or effect on a situation or person. When you do something differently to change something for good. For example, volunteering can make a difference in the lives of those less fortunate. Make a difference یعنی تغییر مثبت ایجاد کردن، وضع رو عوض کردن. Volunteering can make a difference in the lives of those less fortunate. یعنی کارهای داوطلبانه انجام دادن میتونه یه تغییر مثبتی در زندگی اون افرادی که کمتر سعادتمند هستن ایجاد کنه. Make a noise. It means to create a sound, especially a loud or disturbing one. For example, please don't make a noise. I'm trying to concentrate on my work. Make a noise یعنی سر صدا کردن، سر صدا ایجاد کردن. Please don't make a noise یعنی سر صدا نکن یا آلودگی صوتی ایجاد نکن. I'm trying to concentrate on my work. من دارم سعی میکنم که روی کارم تمرکز کنم. Make an effort. It means to try hard to do something. He made an effort to learn German before his trip to Germany. Make an effort یعنی تلاش کردن، سعی کردن. He made an effort to learn German before his trip to Germany. یعنی او سعی کرد که قبل از سفرش به آلمانی یاد بگیره. Make progress. It means to move forward or advance in a particular situation. It means to improve. For example, with regular practice, you can make progress in learning a new language. Make progress یعنی پیشرفت کردن. معنی مثال یعنی چی؟ یعنی با تمرین مداوم یا منظم میتونی توی یاد گرفتن یک زبان جدید پیشرفت کنی. Make room. It means to create space by moving your body or other things for someone or something. For example, we need to make room for the new furniture by rearranging the living room. So we have to move other things aside to create some space for the new furniture. Make room یعنی فضا ایجاد کردن. حالا این مثال چی میگه؟ We need to make room for the new furniture. ما نیاز داریم که فضای خالی ایجاد کنیم برای مبلمان جدید by rearranging the living room. با دوباره چیدن اتاق پذیرایی. Now let's see some collocations with take. فعل take هم از اون فعلای پرکاربرد هست که در معنای گرفتن میدونیم، اما collocation های این قسمت هم در معنای گرفتن هست و یعنی همشون گرفتن رو دارن توی معناشون، پس اینطوری بهتر به خاطرتون میتونه بمونه. Take a shower. Take a shower. You probably already know this one. It means to stand under a stream of water that comes from a shower head and wash yourself. For example, after the workout, he felt refreshed after taking a shower. Take a shower یعنی دوش گرفتن. برای مثال, after the workout, بعد از ورزش, he felt refreshed after taking a shower. او احساس تازگی کرد بعد از دوش گرفتن. Take a walk. Take a walk. It means to go outdoors and move around on your feet, usually for leisure, exercise, or relaxation. For example, every evening, they take a walk in the park to enjoy the fresh air. Take a walk یعنی قدم زدن. به عنوان مثال, Every evening, they take a walk in the park to enjoy the fresh air. هر عصر اونا توی پارک قدم میزنن برای اینکه از هوای تازه لذت ببرن. Take a photo. Take a photo. It means to capture an image using a camera or your phone. For example, she took a photo of the beautiful sunset at the beach. Take a photo یعنی عکس گرفتن. برای مثال She took a photo of the beautiful sunset at the beach. او از غروب زیبا توی ساحل عکس گرفت. Take a guess. Take a guess. It means to make an estimation or answer a question without being certain about the correct answer. For example, I don't know the exact number, but I can take a guess. Take a guess یعنی حدس زدن. برای مثال I don't know the exact number. من شماره دقیق رو نمیدونم. But I can take a guess. اما میتونم حدس بزنم. Take a risk. Take a risk. It means to do something that involves potential danger, harm, or loss with the hope of a positive outcome. For example, he decided to take a risk and start his own business. Take a risk یعنی ریسک کردن، خطر کردن. برای مثال He decided to take a risk and start his own business. او تصمیم گرفت که ریسک بکنه و بیزینس یا تجارت خودش رو شروع کنه. Take it easy. Take it easy. It means to relax, calm down, or not worry too much about something. For example, after a long and busy day at work, Mark's friend told him, "Take it easy, Mark. You don't need to finish all the tasks tonight. Relax and continue tomorrow." Take it easy یعنی آسون گرفتن، سخت نگرفتن یا راحت بودن. به عنوان مثال After a long and busy day at work, بعد از یه روز طولانی و شلوغ سر کار, Mark's friend told him, "Take it easy, Mark. You don't need to finish all the tasks tonight." دوست مارک بهش گفت که ریلکس باش، راحت بگیر مارک. You don't need to finish all the tasks tonight. مجبور نیستی که همه وظایف رو امشب تموم کنی. Relax and continue tomorrow. استراحت کن و فردا ادامه بده. پس این یه عبارتیه که عموماً، نه همیشه، عموماً به یه کسی میگیم، یه کسی مخاطب قرار میدیم و مثلا بهش میگیم take it easy یعنی آرومش بگیر، آسون بگیر، سخت نگیر یا مثلا آروم باش. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. It means to accept the duty to deal with a situation or task. For example, he was mature enough to take responsibility for his actions. Take responsibility یعنی مسئولیت چیزی رو به عهده گرفتن یا قبول کردن. برای مثال He was mature enough to take responsibility for his actions. او به اندازه کافی بالغ بود که مسئولیت اعمالش رو به عهده بگیره. Take for granted. Take for granted. Oh my god, I love this collocation. It means to assume something will always be available or will always happen without appreciating its value or considering the possibility of losing it. For example, Sarah always took her good health for granted until she got sick and realized how important it was to take care of herself. take for granted یعنی قد ندونستن. به عنوان مثال Sarah always took her good health for granted until she got sick and realized how important it was to take care of herself. میخواستم تیکه تیکه بگم ولی خب همش رو گفتم. حالا سارا همیشه در واقع بهتر بگیم سارا هیچ وقت قدر سلامتیش رو نمیدونست until she got sick تا وقتی مریض شد و and realized how important it was to take care of herself و فهمید که چقدر مهمه که از خودش مراقبت کنه. پس take for granted یعنی قدر ندونستن. So when we say Sarah always took her good health for granted, it means Sarah didn't value her health until she got sick. Or she didn't show any appreciation. She was not thankful for that. Take into account. Take into account. It means to consider or think about something when making a decision or judgment. For example, when planning a trip, it's important to take the weather into account. Take into account یعنی در نظر گرفتن، حساب کردن یا شمردن. در واقع این شمردن منظور به حساب آوردن. به عنوان مثال When planning a trip, it's important to take the weather into account. برای یا موقع برنامه ریزی برای سفر مهمه که هوا رو در نظر داشت یا در نظر گرفت. Take advantage of. Take advantage of. It means to use an opportunity or a situation or someone for personal gain or benefit. So sometimes it can have a negative meaning, especially if you're referring to a person. But in this example, he decided to take advantage of the holiday sale and bought a new laptop. Take advantage of یعنی استفاده کردن، بهره بردن، اما وقتی در رابطه با یه آدمی باشه یا یه موقعیتی که در واقع منفی بتونیم تعبیر کنیم میتونه به معنای سوء استفاده کردن باشه، به خصوص در افراد. حالا توی این مثال He decided to take advantage of the holiday sale and bought a new laptop. او از حراجی تعطیلات استفاده کرد و یه لپتاپ جدید گرفت. حالا اگه مثلا مثالمون بود He took advantage of her، اینجا معنی منفی میداد چون میشد که او در واقع از اون دختر یا از اون سوء استفاده کرد. He took advantage of her. اینجا به معنی سوء استفاده کردن میشه، به خصوص پس وقتی در رابطه با یه انسان صحبت میکنیم معنی منفی میتونه بده. در بقیه مواقع مثل این مثال یا یه موقعیتی اگه صحبت میشه معنای مثبت به معنای بهره بردن میتونه باشه. Take a chance. It means to risk doing something, to try something despite the possibility of failure. For example, she decided to take a chance and apply for the job, even though she didn't meet all the requirements. Take a chance یعنی شانس خود را امتحان کردن. She decided to take a chance. او تصمیم گرفت که شانس خودش را امتحان کنه and apply for the job و برای شغل اپلای کنه. Even though she didn't meet all the requirements. با اینکه تمام نیازمندی‌های اونا رو برطرف نمی کرد ولی بازم شانس خودش رو امتحان کرد. پس take a chance یعنی شانس خود رو امتحان کردن. Take someone's place. It means to occupy a position or location that someone else previously occupied. A position as in a job or a location as in a place someone had sat before. In this example, Kate took Mark's place in the meeting since he was out sick. So Kate did what Mark had to do instead of him in the meeting. She took his place. Take someone's place یعنی جای کسی رو گرفتن. حالا این میتونه یه پوزیشن شغلی باشه، یعنی مثلا جای کسی کاری رو انجام دادن، به جاش رفتن، یا از لحاظ همون مکانی باشه که مثلا جای کسی نشستن. توی مثال Kate took Mark's place in the meeting. Kate به جای مارک توی قرار ملاقات در واقع حضور پیدا کرد یا حاضر شد since he was out sick. از اونجایی که مارک خب مریض بود و نیامده بود. اینجا توی یه مثال در رابطه با جایگاه شغلی اومده، اما خب در رابطه با مکان هم میشه از این collocation استفاده کرد. Take someone's temperature. It means to measure someone's body temperature, often using a thermometer, to check for fever or illness. For example, the nurse took the man's temperature to see if he was running a fever. Take someone's temperature یعنی دمای کسی رو گرفتن. مثال میگه چی؟ The nurse took the man's temperature. پرستار دمای مرد رو گرفت to see if he was running a fever. برای اینکه ببینه که آیا تب داره یا نه. پس اینجا علاوه بر take someone's temperature، running a fever هم به عنوان یه ترکیب میبینیم که به معنای تب داشتنه. Now let's learn some collocations with give. Give permission. Give permission. It means to allow someone to do something. So it's okay for them if they do something that we have allowed them to. For example, my parents gave me permission to go to the concert with my friends. Give permission یعنی اجازه دادن. My parents gave me permission to go to the concert with my friends. والدین من، پدر مادرم بهم اجازه دادن که برم با دوستام به کنسرت. Give a presentation. Give a presentation. So, when you prepare a PowerPoint file and you present it to a lot of people, you explain about that PowerPoint to a lot of people, you are giving a presentation. It could be a lecture or speech, whatever. So, for example, I have to give a presentation to my classmates tomorrow. Wish me luck. Give a presentation یعنی ارائه دادن. برای مثال I have to give a presentation to my classmates tomorrow. من باید فردا به دوستام، در واقع به همکلاسیام ارائه بدم. Wish me luck. برام آرزوی موفقیت کن. اونجایی که خیلیا وقتی میخوان ارائه بدن، یه چیزی رو ارائه بدن، استرس میگیرن. برای همین آره خوبه که آدم بگه که به یه کسی مثلا wish me luck، برام آرزوی موفقیت کن که مثلا همه چیز خوب پیش بره، استرس نگیرم، هول نشم. آره. حالا بچه‌ها شما چطورین؟ شما آیا اینجوری که استرس میگیرید از ارائه دادن، یا اینکه وقتی میخواید یه چیزی رو برای یکی توضیح بدید جلوی جمعی، یا اینکه نه اتفاقا از این کار خوشتون میاد؟ Give advice. Give advice. It means to offer suggestions or recommendations about what someone should do. Have this in mind that advice here is a noun. Advice. If we want to use the verb form is advise. Advise. And advice is also an uncountable noun. So we either say give advice or give a piece of advice. We never say give an advice. For example, my older sister always gives me valuable advice about life and relationships. What a good sister. Give advice یعنی نصیحت کردن، پند و اندرز دادن. حواستون باشه که advice اسم غیر قابل شمارشه، پس با ان و ا و کلا این آرتیکل ها اینجوری نمیاد و یا میتونیم بگیم give advice یا give a piece of advice و علاوه بر اون از فعلش هم میتونیم استفاده کنیم که میشه advise. حالا برای مثال My older sister always gives me valuable advice about life and relationships. خواهر بزرگتر من همیشه راجع به زندگی و روابط نصیحت‌های خوبی، نصیحت‌های ارزشمندی بهم میده. What about you? Do you have a person in your family who gives good advice? Give it a try. Give it a try. It means to attempt something to see if you like it or if it works. So when you give something a try, you give it a chance to see whether you like it or not. For example, I'm not sure if I'll be good at playing the guitar, but I'll give it a try this weekend. Or you could also use this collocation with food when you want to try new food. Give it a try یعنی امتحان کردن، به خصوص امتحان کردن یه چیز جدیدی. وقتی یه شانسی به یه چیزی میدی برای اینکه ببینی مثلا خوشت میاد یا نه. مثلا I'm not sure if I'll be good at playing the guitar, but I'll give it a try this weekend. من خیلی مطمئن نیستم که توی گیتار زدن خوب باشم، اما این آخر هفته یه امتحانی میکنم. شانس خودم رو یه امتحانی میکنم. یا مثلا به گیتار زدن در واقع یه فرصتی میدم که ببینم خوشم میاد از این کار یا نه. Let's have a look at collocations with catch. بچه‌ها فعل catch هم در واقع در معنای گرفتن یه سری ترکیب‌های مخصوص به خودشو داره که الان میبینیم. Catch a thief. It means to apprehend or capture a person who has stolen something. For example, the police worked hard to catch the thief who had been stealing from local stores. Catch a thief یعنی دزدی رو گرفتن، دستگیر کردن. The police worked hard to catch the thief. پلیس تمام تلاشش رو کرد یا سخت تلاش کرد برای اینکه دزد رو بگیره. Who had been stealing from local stores. کسی که در واقع این برمیگرده به همون thief. کسی که از مغازه‌های محلی دزدی می‌کرده. Catch fire. It means to ignite and start burning. For example, the old wooden house caught fire and the firefighters rushed to the scene to extinguish it. Catch fire یعنی آتش گرفتن. برای مثال The old wooden house caught fire. خونه قدیمی چوبی آتیش گرفت. And the firefighters rushed to the scene to extinguish it. و آتش نشانها به محل وقوع حادثه رفتن تا خاموشش کنن. Extinguish یعنی آتش خاموش کردن. Catch someone's attention. It means to attract someone's focus or interest. For example, the colorful artwork in the gallery really caught her attention. She couldn't stop admiring it. We could also say grab someone's attention means to take it or to attract. پس یعنی توجه کسی رو جلب کردن. برای مثال The colorful artwork in the gallery اثر هنری رنگارنگ یا خب مثلا پررنگ توی گالری really caught her attention. واقعا توجهش رو جلب کرد. She couldn't stop admiring it. به طوری که اون نمیتونست از این که اونو تحسین کنه، اون اثر هنری رو تحسین کنه دست بکشه. This one's also the same as the previous one. Catch someone's eye. It means to attract someone's visual attention. For example, the sparkling diamond necklace caught her eye as she walked past the jewelry store. این هم تقریباً مثل همون قبلیه. فقط میگیم که چشم کسی رو گرفتن. مثال میگه The sparkling diamond necklace caught her eye. گردنبند الماسی که میدرخشید چشماشو گرفت. As she walked past the jewelry store. در حالی که داشت از کنار مغازه جواهر رد میشد. پس catch someone's attention, catch someone's eye. Catch a glimpse. Catch a glimpse. It means to briefly see or perceive something. For example, as the train passed by, I managed to catch a glimpse of the beautiful landscape. Catch a glimpse یعنی یه نگاه گذرا انداختن. مثلا as the train passed by در حین اینکه قطار رد میشد I managed to catch a glimpse of the beautiful landscape. من تونستم که یه نگاه گذرایی به منظره زیبا بندازم. Catch up on. Catch up on. It means to do something that you have not had time to do earlier, especially because you were busy or you were sick. For example, during the weekend, I like to catch up on my favorite TV shows that I missed during the week. You can also use this collocation when you cannot attend school or university, so you miss classes, but then you want to catch up on the missed lessons. Catch up on یعنی رسیدن به یا خود رسوندن به چیزی اما وقتی میخوایم یه عقب ماندگی رو جبران کنیم. مثلا during the weekend در طول آخر هفته I like to catch up on my favorite TV shows that I missed during the week. من دوست دارم که به سریال های برنامه های تلویزیونی مورد علاقم برسم یعنی ببینمشون که در طول هفته از دستشون دادم. پس catch up on به معنای رسیدن به یا جبران عقب موندگی که در موقعیت‌های مختلف میشه ازش استفاده کرد. حتی یه موقعیت خیلی پرکاربرد برای این کالوکیشن موقعیتیه که مثلا ما از یه درسی، از یه کاری، چیزی جا میمونیم و حالا میخوایم برای اون جبران عقب موندگی یه کاری بکنیم. مثلا میخوایم اگه مثلا مریض بودیم یا مدتی رو نرفتیم مدرسه به یه سری از درس‌ها برسیم برای اینکه عقب نمونیم. اونجا هم از همین کالوکیشن catch up on استفاده میکنیم. Catch someone off guard. Catch someone off guard. This collocation has a little bit of an idiomatic meaning. It means to surprise someone by doing something unexpected, often when they are not prepared for it. For example, his sudden question caught me off guard and I didn't know how to respond. It really surprised me. Catch someone off guard یعنی غافلگیر کردن. مثلا, his sudden question caught me off guard and I didn't know how to respond. سوال یه دفعه‌ایش منو غافلگیر کرد و من نمیدونستم که چجوری جواب بدم. خیلی این عبارت کاربردیه، به خصوص که یه ذره حالت اصطلاح طور داره، اما در معنای غافلگیر کردن زیاد استفاده میشه. Now let's see and learn some collocations with break. بچه‌ها اینو در نظر داشته باشید که توی 90% مواقع فعل break که در معنای شکستن هست، کالوکیشناش هم عموما در معنای همون شکستن میاد. حالا جلوتر که بریم متوجه این موضوع میشید. Break a habit. It means to stop doing something that has become a regular or habitual behavior. For example, it's not easy to break a habit like drinking too much soda when you're nervous, but with determination it can be done. Break a habit یعنی عادتی رو شکستن. برای مثال, it's not easy to break a habit like drinking too much soda when you're nervous. خیلی آسون نیست که عادتی مثل نوشیدن بیش از اندازه نوشابه وقتی که استرس داری رو شکوند. But with determination it can be done. اما با عزم راسخ میشه که انجامش داد. Break a promise. It means to fail to do what one has said they will do or to not keep a commitment or assurance. For example, I was upset when he broke his promise to come to my graduation ceremony. Break a promise دقیقاً یعنی زیر قولی زدن، عهدی رو شکستن. برای مثال, I was upset when he broke his promise. من ناراحت بودم وقتی که او زیر قولش زد to come to my graduation ceremony. برای اینکه بیاد به مراسم فارغ التحصیلی من. پس break a promise یعنی زیر قولی زدن، عهدی رو شکستن. Break someone's heart. It means to cause someone great emotional pain or sorrow, often by ending a romantic relationship. For example, it broke his heart when she decided to leave and pursue her dreams overseas. Break someone's heart یعنی قلب کسی رو شکستن. It broke his heart when she decided to leave. این قلب اون رو خیلی شکست وقتی که او تصمیم گرفت که بره and pursue her dreams overseas و آرزوهاش رو خارج از کشور دنبال کنه. Break the news to someone. It means to inform someone about something, especially something difficult, sensitive or bad. For example, it's never easy to break the news to someone that their beloved one has passed away. Break the news to someone یعنی خبر بدی رو به کسی گفتن. عموما وقتی که یه خبری زیاد خوشایند نیست از این ترکیب break the news استفاده میشه. برای مثال, it's never easy to break the news to someone that their beloved one has passed away. هیچ وقت آسون نیست که خبر این رو به کسی بدیم که یکی از اعضای محبوبشون، مورد علاقهشون از دنیا رفته. پس برای دادن خبرهای این چنینی که زیاد خوشایند و خوب نیستن از ترکیب break the news استفاده میکنیم. Break the rules. It means to violate or disobey established guidelines or regulations. For example, if you break the rules, there will be consequences. Break the rules یعنی قوانین رو شکستن، زیر پا گذاشتن. If you break the rules, there will be consequences. اگه قوانین رو بشکنی، بعدش یه سری عواقبی داره. Break a record. It means to achieve a performance or accomplishment that surpasses the previous best-known achievement. For example, he managed to break a record in swimming at the local competition last weekend. Break a record یعنی رکورد جدید زدن یا رکورد قبلی رو شکستن. برای مثال He managed to break a record in swimming. او توانست که یه رکورد جدیدی رو بزنه توی شنا at the local competition last weekend. در مسابقه محلی هفته گذشته. Break a leg. It actually is a theatrical idiom used to wish someone good luck before a performance. Of course, it also means to break your leg, but in other forms, in other ways, in this context, it means to wish someone good luck. For example, break a leg, the director said to the actors before they went on stage for the opening night of the play. پس این یه عبارتیه که در واقع به معنای موفق باشیه. درسته که وقتی پای آدمم بشکنه میگن break a leg, a broken leg، حالا یا هر چی، اما توی این متن و هدف از آوردنش اینجا این بوده که بگی موفق باشی. پس وقتی به یکی میگی break a leg یعنی موفق باشی. حالا این مثال چرا اومده اینجا؟ چون در واقع یه پیش زمینه‌ای مربوط به همین چیزا داشته. توی این مثال دیده میشه. Break a leg. موفق باشید. The director said to the actors. کارگردان به بازیگرا گفت before they went on stage for the opening night of the play. قبل از اینکه برن روی صحنه برای شروع شب اول اجرا. توی این توضیح هم در واقع a theatrical idiom یه جور اصطلاح تئاتری بوده که قبلا میگفتن و حالا الانم خب به هر حال استفاده میشه. وقتی برای کسی میخواین آرزوی موفقیت کنید مثلا بهش بگین break a leg یعنی مثلا بهتر کن، موفق باشی. Break the ice. To initiate a conversation, a social interaction in a formal or awkward setting. To actually start a conversation to make others feel comfortable. For example, his joke helped break the ice at the party, and soon everyone was chatting and laughing together. Break the ice یعنی سر صحبت رو باز کردن، یخ مجلس رو شکستن، یه کاری بکنیم که بقیه احساس راحتی بکنن. برای مثال His joke helped break the ice at the party. جوک اون باعث شد که یخا شکسته بشه توی مهمونی. And soon everyone was chatting and laughing together. و خیلی زود همه با همدیگه شروع به صحبت کردن و خندیدن کردن. And of course there are many collocations with one of the top spoken words in English. The verb go. Go crazy. It means to become extremely excited, enthusiastic, or mentally unstable. So based on the context, you can say I went crazy out of excitement, or you went crazy out of mental problems. For example, the fans went crazy when their favorite band took the stage screaming and cheering. Go crazy یعنی دیوونه شدن. حالا این هم میتونه معنی خوب داشته باشه، یعنی از لحاظ خوشحالی بیش از اندازه یا هیجان زده شدن، یا میتونه از لحاظ دیوونه شدن باشه، یعنی مثلا وقتی که مشکلات روحی یا روانی پیش میاد. بستگی به متن داره. برای مثال اینجا The fans went crazy when their favorite band took the stage screaming and cheering. طرفدارا وقتی که گروه مورد علاقهشون اومد روی صحنه خیلی خوشحال شدن و went crazy اینجا در واقع میشه هیجان زده شدن، خیلی خوشحال شدن که جیغ کشیدن و حالا مثلا تشویق کردن و دست زدن و اینا. پس هر دو معنی رو میده، فقط بستگی به متن داره. Go missing. It means to become lost or disappear without explanation. It generally refers to a person or object that cannot be found or located. It's also used in news reports or police investigations. For example, the child went missing for several hours, causing great concern among the family members. Go missing یعنی گم شدن، ناپدید شدن. وقتی یه چیزی رو نمیتونیم پیدا کنیم، به خصوص توی مواقعی که مثلا فکر میکنیم یکی دزدیده شده یا مثلا پیداش نمیکنن. توی گزارش‌های پلیس و اینجور موارد زیاد این اصطلاح ممکنه، این عبارت ممکنه که دیده بشه. برای مثال The child went missing for several hours. بچه برای چند ساعتی ناپدید شده بود، پیدا نمیشد. Causing great concern among the family members که باعث یه نگرانی بزرگی میون اعضای خانواده شد. Go overseas. It means to travel or move to a foreign country. To go abroad. For example, after finishing college, she decided to go overseas to experience different cultures. Go overseas یعنی به خارج کشور سفر کردن. برای مثال After finishing college بعد از تموم شدن کالج she decided to go overseas to experience different cultures. او تصمیم گرفت که به خارج کشور سفر کنه برای تجربه کردن فرهنگ‌های مختلف. Go out of business. It means to stop trading or operations as a company or business. Usually when a company goes bankrupt. For example, many small shops have sadly gone out of business due to the rise of online shopping platforms. Go out of business یعنی جمع شدن یا تعطیل شدن کسب و کاری. برای مثال Many small shops have sadly gone out of business. خیلی از کسب و کارهای مغازه‌های کوچیک متاسفانه جمع شدن یا تعطیل شدن due to the rise of online shopping platforms. به خاطر گسترش یا مثلا رشد پلتفرم‌های فروشگاه‌های آنلاین یا همون پلتفرم‌های آنلاین شاپ. Go bankrupt. It means to become unable to pay debts and continue operating a business. For example, unfortunately, the company had to go bankrupt due to financial mismanagement and economic challenges. Go bankrupt یعنی ورشکسته شدن. برای مثال متاسفانه شرکت مجبور بود که به خاطر مدیریت‌های اشتباه مالی و چالش‌های اقتصادی ورشکسته بشه. Go dark. To stop communicating or broadcasting, especially online or in terms of media content. For example, the website went dark for a few hours due to maintenance, but it's back online now. Go dark در واقع یه اصطلاحی هست با این عنوان که وقتی که از لحاظ مخابراتی و حالا مسائل آنلاین و شبکه‌ای و اینا ارتباط قطع میشه. که مثلا برای مدتی اون کانکشن از دست میره. برای مثال The website went dark for a few hours due to maintenance. سایت برای چند ساعتی به خاطر موضوع تعمیرات از دسترس خارج شد. آره همچین معنی میتونه بده. But it's back online now. اما حالا دوباره برگشته. پس انگار دوباره دسترسی وصل شده. الان دوباره میتونیم بهش وصلیم و آنلاین شه. Now, let's learn some collocations with the common verb come. بچه‌ها اینجا هم در نظر داشته باشید که توی اکثر مواقع ترکیبایی که با come میاد به معنای رسیدن یا اومدنه. Come across. It means to find or meet unexpectedly. For example, I came across an old friend at the bookstore yesterday. Come across یعنی به طور اتفاقی برخوردن یا مواجه شدن. برای مثال I came across an old friend at the bookstore yesterday. من به طور اتفاقی دیروز توی کتاب فروشی با یه دوست قدیمی برخوردم یا مواجه شدم. Come to a decision. It means to reach a conclusion or make up one's mind about something. For example, it took them a long time to discuss the options, but eventually they came to a decision about where to go for holiday. Come to a decision یعنی به تصمیمی رسیدن. به عنوان مثال It took them a long time to discuss the options. یه زمان طولانی ازشون گرفت برای اینکه گزینه‌ها رو بررسی کنن و بحث کنن راجبش. But eventually they came to a decision about where to go for holiday. اما در نهایت به یه تصمیمی رسیدن، به نتیجه رسیدن که برای تعطیلات کجا برن. Come first. This collocation has two meanings. First, to achieve the highest rank, position, or a score in a competition or comparison. And second, to be more important than something. So, example for the first meaning, despite tough competition, she came first in the swimming competition, winning a gold medal. It means she achieved the highest rank. And example for the second meaning, he cares about his job, but his family comes first. It means his family is more important than his job. Come first. این کالوکیشن یا ترکیب دو تا معنی میتونه داشته باشه و به معنای اول اومدن باشه. حالا اول اومدن به معنای اینکه در رتبه برتر یا در رتبه اول قرار گرفتن یا به معنای اینکه یه چیزی در اولویت یه چیز دیگه بودن. پس اول اومدن. برای مثال در معنای اول despite tough competition برخلاف رقابت سخت she came first in the swimming competition winning a gold medal. او در رتبه اول قرار گرفت در مسابقه شنا winning a gold medal که در واقع یه مدال طلا برنده شد. و برای مثال و برای معنای دوم he cares about his job او به شغلش اهمیت میده but his family comes first اما خانوادش اول میان در اولویت اولیان مهمترن. Come to an end. It means to reach a conclusion, to finish or terminate. For example, the summer holiday has come to an end and it's time to go back to school. Come to an end به معنای به پایان رسیدن، تموم شدن. برای مثال The summer holiday has come to an end. تعطیلات تابستونی دیگه تموم شده، به پایان رسیده. And it's time to go back to school. و دیگه وقت اینه که برگردیم به مدرسه ها یا بریم مدرسه. Come to an agreement. It means to reach a mutual decision or understanding on a matter. Somehow the same as come to a compromise. For example, after days of discussions, the countries involved in the trade negotiations finally came to an agreement that benefited all parties. Come to an agreement یعنی به توافق رسیدن. شبیه همون come to a compromise هست. به عنوان مثال After days of discussion بعد از روزها بحث the countries involved in the trade negotiations finally came to an agreement that benefited all parties. کشورهای درگیر مذاکرات تجاری بالاخره به یه توافقی رسیدن که به همه اعضا یا به همه طرفها سود میرسوند. Come to a compromise. It means to reach an agreement in which both parties make concessions for mutual benefit. For example, after hours of negotiation, the two sides finally came to a compromise on the terms of the contract. Come to a compromise یعنی به توافق رسیدن. برای مثال After hours of negotiation بعد از ساعتها مذاکره هر دو ساید بالاخره به یه توافقی رسیدن در شرایط قرارداد. Did you know that there are some collocations with keep as well? Let's see. Keep a journal. Keep a journal. It means to regularly write down thoughts, experiences, or events, maybe what motivates you, what you like, things you don't like, and stuff like that, in a notebook. For example, keeping a journal can help you reflect on your emotions and experiences. Yeah, it's a very good thing actually for your mental health. Do you guys keep a journal or not? Because I think you should. It's good to keep a journal. Okay, پس keep a journal یعنی از افکار یا مثلا علایق، تجربه ها، چیزایی که دوست داریم نداریم از خودمون نوشتن. یه جورایی هم مثل خاطره نوشتن میشه، اما خب خاطره بیشتر میشه دایری. ولی این بیشتر در معنی اینه که وقتی میخواین خودکاوی کنین و از درونیات خودتون بنویسین عموما بهش میگن keep a journal یا journaling، وربش هم هست. برای مثال Keeping a journal can help you reflect on your emotions and experiences. حالا روزانه نویسی شاید بهتری همچین چیزی بهش بگیم. روزانه نویسی یا مثلا یه دفتر جورنال داشتن که در واقع شما مرتب بنویسید راجع به خودتون بهتون میتونه کمک بکنه که روی احساسات و تجربیاتتون فکر کنید. Reflect on it means to think about. Keep in mind. Keep in mind. It means to remember and consider something. For example, when making decisions, always keep your long-term goals in mind. It means to remember what your long-term goals were or are and consider them in your decisions, in your decision making. Keep in mind یعنی به خاطر سپردن یا در نظر داشتن. مثلا when making decisions موقع تصمیم گیری always keep your long-term goals in mind. همیشه اهداف بلند مدتتون رو در نظر داشته باشید یا به خاطر بسپرید یا به خاطر بیارید در واقع. Keep an eye on. Keep an eye on. It means to watch or monitor something or someone closely, carefully. To observe how they behave or what is happening around them. For example, parents need to keep an eye on their children when they are playing near the pool. keep an eye on یعنی مراقب بودن، چارچشمی مراقب کسی یا چیزی بودن. حواسمون وقتی به یه چیزی باشه یا وقتی یه چیزی رو میپاییم میگیم we are keeping an eye on something or someone. برای مثال parents need to keep an eye on their children when they are playing near the pool. والدین باید چارچشمی مراقب فرزنداشون باشن یا حواسشون بهشون جمع باشه وقتی که دارن کنار استخر بازی میکنن. پس keep an eye on means to watch or observe carefully. Keep control. It means to maintain authority or power over a situation or a group of people. For example, it's important for the pilot to keep control of the aircraft, especially during turbulent weather. Keep control یعنی کنترل چیزی رو حفظ کردن، نگه داشتن. برای مثال It's important for the pilot to keep control of the aircraft. این موضوع برای خلبان مهمه که کنترل هواپیما رو حفظ کنه، در دستش نگه داره. Especially during turbulent weather. به خصوص در هوای پرتلاطم. Keep one's cool. Keep one's cool. It means to remain calm, to stay calm or calm down, especially in a difficult or stressful situation. For example, keep your cool. Nothing's going to happen. It means calm down or stay calm. Nothing's going to happen. Keep one's cool. یعنی خونسردی و آرامش خود رو حفظ کردن. مثلا keep your cool. Nothing's going to happen. خونسردی تو حفظ کن. آرامش تو حفظ کن. هیچ اتفاقی نمیفته. پس keep one's cool means to stay calm. Keep your fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed. Well, I think you know the symbol when you cross your fingers, and when you show it to someone, you want to wish them for good luck. So, keep your fingers crossed means to hope for a positive outcome in a situation or to wish someone good luck by showing your fingers like that, just like the picture. For example, I have a job interview tomorrow. Keep your fingers crossed for me. Keep your fingers crossed یعنی آرزوی موفقیت کردن. وقتی که این علامت رو نشون میدیم با انگشتا و به یکی اینو در واقع نشون میدیم، اصلا کل این به معنی fingers crossedه. وقتی میخوایم آرزوی موفقیت کنیم برای یک کسی. توی همین مثال هم میبینیم I have a job interview tomorrow. من فردا یه مصاحبه شغلی دارم. Keep your fingers crossed for me. یعنی برای من آرزوی موفقیت کن. Keep the change. It's something we usually tell a cashier that they can keep the small change as a tip or gesture of goodwill. For example, the coffee costs £2.50. You can keep the change from the £3 bill. Keep the change یه عبارتیه که عموما وقتی یه پول اضافه رو میدیم، حالا به صندوقدار یا هر کسی که مثلا تاکسی یه پولی دادیم، باقیشو نمیگیریم و میگیم keep the change یعنی باقی پول برای خودت، مثلا نگهش دار. برای مثال the coffee costs £2.50. قیمت قهوه شده 2 پوند و 50 پنس. You can keep the change from the £3 bill. شما میتونید که باقی پول رو نگه دارید از همون قبضه یا حالا همون قیمت 3 پوندی. پس ادامهش رو میتونی نگه داری. باقیش برای خودت بمونه. باقیش بمونه. And now let's learn some collocations with pay. Pay a fine. It means to give money as a penalty for an offense or violation. For example, he had to pay a fine for parking his car in a no parking zone. Pay a fine یعنی جریمه پرداخت کردن یا جریمه دادن. He had to pay a fine for parking his car in a no parking zone. او مجبور شد که جریمه پرداخت کنه برای پارک کردن ماشینش توی یه منطقه‌ای که پارک ممنوع بود، no parking بود. Pay someone a compliment. It means to express admiration or praise for someone's qualities, appearance, or achievements. Or to just compliment, because compliment is also a verb. Everyone paid him a compliment on his excellent presentation skills during the meeting. Pay someone a compliment پس یعنی از کسی تعریف و تمجید کردن که فعلش هم به صورت تنها داریم. پس pay someone a compliment همون در واقع معنی compliment رو میده. چون کلمه compliment هم خودش نونه که توی این ترکیب استفاده شده از اسمش، هم میتونه خودش فعل باشه به تنهایی. حالا برای مثال Everyone paid him a compliment on his excellent presentation skills during the meeting. همه به خاطر مهارت‌های خوب ارائه دادنش یا پرزنتیشنش در طول ملاقات ازش تعریف و تمجید کردن. Pay someone a visit. It means to go and see someone, often at their home or workplace. For example, I plan to pay my grandparents a visit this weekend. It's been a long time since I last saw them. Pay someone a visit یعنی به ملاقات کسی رفتن. برای مثال I plan to pay my grandparents a visit this weekend. من برنامه‌ریزی کردم که به با بزرگم این آخر هفته سر بزنم یا به ملاقاتشون برم. It's been a long time since I last saw them. مدت زیادی میشه از آخرین باری که اونا رو دیدم. Pay your respect or pay one's respect. It means to show one's respect or honor, especially in the context of a funeral or memorial service. For example, we visited the cemetery to pay our respects to my grandfather on his anniversary. Pay one's respect یعنی ادای احترام کردن. برای مثال We visited the cemetery. ما به قبرستون سر زدیم to pay our respects to my grandfather on his anniversary. برای اینکه در سالگرد فوت پدر بزرگم بهش ادای احترام بکنیم. پس عموماً این ترکیب در مواقعی مثل سالگرد فوت یا یادبود و اینجور موارد استفاده میشه. Let's see some collocations with the verb get. Get pregnant. It means to become pregnant, to conceive a child. For example, after years of trying, they were thrilled when she finally got pregnant and they were expecting their first child. Get pregnant یعنی باردار شدن یا حامله شدن. برای مثال After years of trying, بعد از سالها تلاش, they were thrilled when she finally got pregnant. اونها بسیار خوشحال بودن و هیجان زده بودن از اینکه او بالاخره حامله شد. And they were expecting their first child. و اونها خب منتظر به دنیا آمدن اولین فرزندشون بودن. Get the impression. To perceive or understand the situation or someone's feelings in a particular way. For example, I get the impression that she's not happy with the decision. She seemed quite disappointed when we discussed it. Get the impression یعنی تصور کردن، برداشت کردن. برای مثال I get the impression that she's not happy with the decision. من تصورم اینه که یا برداشت میکنم اینجوری که یا برداشتم اینه که او خیلی با تصمیم خوشحال نیست. She seemed quite disappointed when we discussed it. او به نظر یه مقدار ناامید می اومد وقتی که راجبش صحبت می کردیم. Get the message. It means to understand or grasp the intended meaning or communication. For example, she repeated the instructions several times until everyone got the message and knew what they were supposed to do. Get the message در واقع یعنی یه اشاره، یه پیام یا یه عملی رو فهمیدن، یه چیزی رو گرفتن. به عنوان مثال She repeated the instructions several times. او چندین بار دستورالعمل‌ها رو تکرار کرد until everyone got the message تا اینکه همه پیام رو گرفتن، موضوع رو گرفتن and knew what they were supposed to do و میدونستن که قراره چی کار کنن. Get on well with. Get on well with. When you have a good relationship with someone, when you understand each other, you have a good rapport and enjoy each other's presence, you get on well with them. For example, I get on well with my colleagues at work. We often go out for lunch together. So it means we have a good relationship. Get on well with یعنی به خوبی با کسی کنار اومدن یا تا کردن. وقتی رابطه خوبی با کسی داریم و باهاش میسازیم میگیم we get on well with each other. یا مثلا با اون شخص we get on well with that person for example. برای مثال I get on well with my colleagues at work. من به خوبی با همکارم سر کار کنار میام یا میسازم. We often go out for lunch together. ما عموماً برای ناهار با هم دیگه بیرون میریم. Let's see some collocations with save, meaning to use less of something or not to waste them. Save energy. It means to reduce the consumption of energy, often to conserve resources or protect the environment. For example, turning off lights and appliances when not in use is a simple way to save energy and lower electricity bills. Save energy پس یعنی انرژی ذخیره کردن یا صرفه جویی در مصرف انرژی. برای مثال turning off lights and appliances when not in use خاموش کردن چراغ‌ها و بقیه وسایل وقتی که مورد استفاده نیستن is a simple way to save energy یک راه ساده برای صرفه‌جویی در مصرف انرژی یا ذخیره کردن انرژی and lower electricity bills و در واقع قبض‌های برق پایین‌تر یعنی با پرداخت کمتر یعنی کمتر مجبور میشیم براشون پرداخت کنیم. Save one's strength. It means to conserve one's physical or mental energy for future use. For example, she decided to save her strength for the marathon by getting a good night's sleep before the race. Save one's strength یعنی نیروی خود را هدر ندادن یا صرفه‌جویی در قدرت خود. حالا هم از لحاظ فیزیکی هم از لحاظ روانی. برای مثال She decided to save her strength for the marathon. او تصمیم گرفت که نیروی خودش رو برای مسابقه حفظ کنه by getting a good night's sleep before the race. با در واقع خوب خوابیدن قبل از مسابقه. Save space. It means to use or design a space in a way that maximizes available area. This collocation is somehow the same as make room, but also somehow different. It really depends on the context that you use these two collocations. So, for example, you can save a space in your room by getting rid of old furniture you no longer need. Save a space یعنی صرفه‌جویی در فضا، مکان یا حالا جا. یه جورایی شبیه و حالا متفاوت از همون collocation make room هست که میگفتیم به این معنا هست که یه فضایی رو ایجاد بکنیم. اما خب بنا به متن میتونیم از هر دو استفاده کنیم. برای مثال توی این مثال You can save a space in your room. تو میتونی در فضا حالا صرفه‌جویی کنی یا مثلا یه فضایی توی اتاق ایجاد کنی by getting rid of old furniture you no longer need. با چی میگن؟ با getting rid of، با از شر مبلمان قدیمی خلاص شدن که دیگه بهشون نیاز نداری، میتونی یه فضایی ایجاد کنی یا در مکان صرفه‌جویی کنی. Save yourself the trouble. It means to prevent someone from having to make an effort or do something unnecessary. For example, I already checked the schedule for you, so you can save yourself the trouble of looking it up. Save yourself the trouble یعنی خودو در دردسر یا توی زحمت اضافی ننداختن. برای مثال I already checked the schedule for you. من برات برنامه رو نگاه کردم. So you can save yourself the trouble of looking it up. پس تو دیگه نیاز نیست خودتو توی زحمت یا دردسر بندازی و دوباره نگاه کنی. پس یه جورایی میشه خود رو از دردسر اضافی مسئول داشتن یا مثلا خود رو در زحمت اضافی ننداختن. Okay, now I have randomly chosen 7 super useful and cool collocations which I think you should know. Let's learn them together. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. It's a fun way of saying to go to bed or to go to sleep. For example, I'm really tired. I think it's time to hit the hay and get some rest. Hit the hay یعنی خوابیدن. I'm really tired. من واقعا خستم. I think it's time to hit the hay and get some rest. فکر میکنم که دیگه وقتشه که برم بخوابم و یه مقدار استراحت کنم. Face a challenge. Face a challenge. It means to confront or deal with a difficult situation or problem. For example, despite the obstacles, she was determined to face the challenge and achieve her goals. Face a challenge یعنی با چالش مواجه شدن، با چالش روبرو شدن. بر عنوان مثال despite the obstacles برخلاف موانع obstacle موانع she was determined to face the challenge and achieve her goals. او خیلی مصمم بود که با چالش مواجه بشه و به اهدافش برسه. پس face a challenge or face challenges میشه جنب است با چالش یا با چالش ها مواجه یا روبرو شدن. Face the consequences. Face the consequences. It means to accept and deal with the results or outcomes of one's actions or behavior. For example, after breaking the rules, he knew he had to face the consequences. It means he knew he had to deal with the results of his actions and he had to accept them or whatever was on his way. So, face the consequences. یعنی با عواقب کاری مواجه شدن یا روبرو شدن. Consequences یعنی عواقب، نتیجه ها. مثلا after breaking the rules، بعد از شکستن قوانین، he knew he had to face the consequences. اون میدونست که باید با عواقبش مواجه بشه. Miss an opportunity. Miss an opportunity. It means to fail to take advantage of a chance or opportunity. To lose a chance for something good. For example, I regret not applying for the scholarship. I feel like I missed a great opportunity. Miss an opportunity یعنی فرصتی رو از دست دادن. مثلا I regret not applying for the scholarship. من پشیمونم از اینکه برای بورسیه تحصیلی اقدام نکردم. apply نکردم. I feel like I missed a great opportunity. احساس میکنم که یه فرصت خیلی خوب رو از دست دادم. پس miss an opportunity, lose a chance. Put up with. Put up with. It means to tolerate or endure a difficult or annoying situation or person. So, when you do not get on well with someone, but you have to have them and keep them in your life for whatever reason, just because you cannot get rid of them, you put up with them. It means you tolerate them. For example, you have a lot of patience. How do you put up with these neighbors? So, get on well with has a positive meaning, but put up with has a negative meaning. It means you're forced to tolerate them. So it doesn't have a good meaning. It doesn't have a positive meaning actually. When you put up with someone, it means they are very annoying and you kind of have to tolerate that situation. Put up with یعنی ساختن و دم نزدن در واقع یه جورایی معنی میده. وقتی به زور مجبورید یه چیزی یا یه کسی رو تحمل کنید یا باهاش بسازید. این در واقع یه جورایی عکس معنی قبلی رو میده. توی کلمه قبلی که get on well with بود در یه معنای مثبت با بقیه کنار میاییم و میسازیم. اما put up with در یه معنای منفی، یعنی وقتی مجبوریم تحمل کنیم عموما میگیم که put up with، حالا یا با چیزی یا با کسی. برای مثال You have a lot of patience. صبرت خیلی زیاده. خیلی صبر داری. How do you put up with these neighbors? چجوری با این همسایه ها میسازی یا مثلا تحملشون میکنی؟ پس put up with means to tolerate a difficult situation or an annoying person. Set a goal. Set a goal. It means to establish a specific objective to achieve. For example, you want to become healthier. So you set a goal to become healthier by going for a walk for 15 minutes every day. Another example, she set a goal to read 10 books this month to improve her vocabulary and reading skills. What about you guys? Have you set any new goals this month or for this month? Set a goal یعنی هدف گذاری کردن. به عنوان مثال She set a goal to read 10 books this month. او برنامه‌ریزی کرد یا در واقع هدف گذاری کرد که 10 تا کتاب این ماه بخونه to improve her vocabulary and reading skills. برای اینکه دایره واژگان یا لغات و مهارت‌های خواندنش رو تقویت کنه. blow one's mind. Blow one's mind. It's a fun way to say something is incredibly surprising or amazing. For example, the magician's trick blew my mind. I couldn't believe how he made the rabbit disappear and then reappear again. We've also got a very cool adjective for this, which is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. So when something is extremely brilliant, when something is absolutely amazing, we say it's mind-blowing, that we cannot believe how good it is. For example, have you seen that film? It was mind-blowing. I was absolutely blown away by it. I was absolutely surprised or astounded because it was fantastic. Blow one's mind. وقتی یه چیزی خیلی خوبه که به نظرمون به شدت سورپرایز کننده یا هیجان انگیزه، میگیم که انگار میخواد مغزتو بتره کنه، انقدر هیجان انگیزه و باحاله. مثلا یه جوری که انقدر مثلا یه چیزی هیجان انگیزه که اصلا تو مغزت هم نمیگنجه همچین چیزی، در این حد مثلا خوبه. میشه گفت مثلا مات و مبهوت کردن، غافلگیر کردن. مثلا The magician's tricks blew my mind. ترفندهای شعبده باز منو خیلی غافلگیر کرد، اصلا مات و مبهوتم کرد. I couldn't believe how he made the rabbit disappear and then reappear again. اصلا باورم نمیشد که چجوری میتونست یه کاری بکنه که خرگوشه ناپدید بشه و بعد دوباره پدیدار بشه، یه همچین چیزی. پس blow one's mind یه جورایی در واقع وقتی میخوایم بگیم یه چیزی خیلی هیجان آوره و خیلی جالبه که اصلا ما رو غافلگیر میکنه و به هیجان میاره، میگیم اصلا it blew my mind. حتی یه صفت خیلی خوبم براش هست که میگه mind blowing. mind blowing یعنی فوق العاده شگفت انگیز یا به شدت غافلگیر کننده. این صفت mind blowing رو به خصوص توی فیلم ها، وقتی یه فیلمی خیلی خوب هست که به نظرمون اصلا غافلگیر میشیم، به شدت تکان دهنده و اینا بوده، راجع به فیلم ها عموما میگیم که خیلی مثلا mind blowing بود. It was so mind blowing. در حدی که اصلا مثلا باورمون نمیشد. در این حد خوب.
Well done everyone, you were brilliant. However, if you want to become better at learning new vocabulary and collocations, you've got to make your own sentences and practice these collocations in context. We've got many other videos and playlists in our channel that help you learn and improve your English, so make sure to check them out as well. Lastly, you know you can find us on other platforms such as TikTok, Instagram and Telegram. We'd love to have you there too. So, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.